Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Diablo 3. My name is Wilfred. So today's topic is on leveling up of Legendary Gem for the augment of the gear. Now, sooner or later when you reach the end game for the season journey or non-season, you will get to do something like just leveling up gems after another to augment your ancient gear. And that's pretty good. We can talk about the benefit in just a big, in a larger picture or larger scale. But one day I was kind of interested to know how long it takes to level a gem to rank 100. Not using the the fastest way, because I find that the fastest way usually is the most boring way. But just do some GR90 and above to and of course empower them to see how long and how much it takes to reach there. And so now, why 100? I think 100 is kind of a good number. 100 is GR 100 these days are rather attainable. So long as you can solo up to 99, you can rank up your gem to 100 kind of easily. And so you can have many slots to go. Of course, you can go even higher, but I found that up to a certain point, it just takes too long to get the gems out. You want to augment your gear as soon as possible. So I did some study on that and just doing doing GR90 up until the gem is 75. Then I do 95, I do 100, 105 until my gem reach 100. Along that line. So as you know, leveling up gems is the easiest way, the fastest way I would say, is to start very low and empower each and every rift to give you the so long as there's no death to it, to give you 5 chance of five chance of leveling up your gem. So long as your gem level, your rift level is 14 level above your gem level, current gem level, and you'll be fine. You can have 100% chance to level up the gem, rank up the gem. So that's really cool. So in the past, what I would have done is that I run some normal rift, collect a lot of keys. Then after that, I would do something very low, like maybe 30 or 40. You could even go lower as well, until a certain point whereby the difference is less than 14 levels. Then you start to sort of increase your greater rift level until you kind of get to the point whereby you can level up your gem 100%, and beyond which is more or less like 60% on something that is doable. Very important to me is also I have to make sure that the character can survive as well. And there's no point trying to do something that your character cannot survive. I prefer to run GR in about 3 to 4 minutes for farming or for leveling up gem. So I found that my sweet spot is GR90. 90 I can do about 3 to 4 minutes per rift. Of course, after that you need to go and sell items and make decisions and so on and so forth. But thereabout, I think there is a really good pace to it. So I do GR90 all the way up to 100, 105, whatever, just to level up my legendary gem. So according to my study, I take about 2 hours and 20 minutes to level a gem from 0 to rank 100. Costs me 870 million gold. Now of course that take into consideration that when I run the normal rift, I earn some gold as well. So they're about less than 1 billion gold, I would say, to level one gem to 100 with every rift being empowered from GR90 onwards. So that's about it. With my Paragon level roughly about 1200 ish, I earn about 14 Paragon points by doing the exercise one gem. So it's pretty alright, I think. But all in all, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes of a rather fun time, I would say. I mean, GR90 is sure win for me. My character don't get defeated inside. I can use the Nephalem, the bracer as well. When it comes to 95, I can still use the Nephalem kind of bracer. But anything beyond like GR100 and 105, I would be wearing something like the proper gear to increase the potency of my shield. So what you see this clip, by the way, is my wizard. I go back to my wizard. Around about 6 items being augmented with the rank 85 to 105 kind of gem. And by the way, the wizard is really fun, and I'm not using the season kind of like a buff to it, so I'm not using one weapon, one offhand and whatnot, and one and one calf gear on my cube. So it's just purely not using the season 20 buff because I want to make a video whereby it's still relevant when you watch it later on after the season. I'm using just the Typhoon kind of like a build and so on and so forth. I make another video on that one. So it is, you know, it's rather nice. I kind of like it, and just to put things in perspective, and I would like to just like, you know, because number is something I enjoy doing. So say, you know, you can't, it's very rare they can have the whole character full of ancient gear, I would say, because there are always like glove or amulet and or rings whereby it doesn't matter whether ancient or not ancient. The most important thing is that you should get crit and, you know, crit out damage. You know, the rest of it doesn't matter. Even if you add intelligence to a gear that is not that great, you won't make it better. So you may as well use non-ancient. So I'll say right about out of 13 slot that you have, you may get the 10 slot that's good ancient that you would like to augment to it. So if you have like 100, each 100 rank augmentation to an item, increase the intelligence by 500. Pretty sure you guys know about it anyway. So with the 10 slot that you have, you get 5,000 intelligence just by augmenting all the slots that you have. Now, is it a big deal? I reckon it is rather big deal, because if you're looking at an end game kind of character, not the top tier, just a, you know, decent end game character, you get around 18,000 intelligence from various kind of sources. So if you're looking at the augmentation, is about 28% or 1/3, they're about 28% of the intelligence come from the augmentation itself. Now, where does the rest of go? You know, assuming that you got almost all the ancient item, you should have there about 9,700 intelligence from the gear if you get all the best kind of like you know, affixes. But as you know, you and I know that you can't get all primal ancient, right? So I would say 90% of the range, you know, you get you won't get like 1,000 intelligence of the top kind of like a range. You get 900 because there's a range to it. So I would say that 8,700 is the intelligence that you get overall from all your gear. So that counted for about 48% of your intelligence. So half of your intelligence come from the gear. So that's pretty cool. Another 8%, which is 1,400, come from them, provided that you pick the intelligence kind of or your primary kind of like you know, stats to it. Then 8% come from the dam itself, just the 5 dam, you get 8% of it. And then the rest of it come from Paragon. So imagine if you have my Paragon level, which is not really that high. I'm now at 1233, 1233. It's not really that high. But with that kind of in Paragon, you get about 2,900 kind of like intelligence. So that counts for about 16% of the total number of amount of intelligence that you have. So just to recap, the most intelligence come from your gear, which is about 48%, and then after that, your augmentation through your to your legendary dam upgrade would be 28% of it, of your overall count total. Then add another 16% from your Paragon, or thereabout, lesser if you don't really play that much, or more if you play a lot more. Then the rest of it come from the dam, 8%. So all in all, usually target about 18,000 intelligence is what I would do in my end of season. And I mean, look, my main was the Witch Doctor, by the way. So you know, this character is not really the strongest I have in this season 20, but because Witch Doctor get a pretty big nerf, and there's a lot of question mark on the mechanic. So I'm not really going to invest any further time with my Witch Doctor at this juncture. So I go back to my kind of Wizard. I kind of enjoy it a lot. The Wizard is really, really fun. It's very, very durable, although it's not very flashy. Now, if you use the season 20 mechanic, it'll be even more fantastic with the explosive blast. But even if not, I mean, you know, it is very, very tanky. I mean, with the shield and so on, if you don't do anything stupid, the character just won't die at all. Now, of course, there's only one condition whereby if I do get a map that has Cold Snapper to it, and Cold Snapper spawn off the map and I can't really see him, and by the time I run to him, he rushed to me and charged onto me and just one-shot me. I mean, that was just, you know, unfortunate. Yeah, but other than that, it's very, very tanky. I will do another video on Typhoon set or guide on my experience with it, but so far deathless. I mean, I run hours and hours of a GR90 100, 105, just no depth at all. It's really fun, really strong. So yeah, I reckon I can push it higher, but any higher is get a little bit yeah, I don't really enjoy it too high of a riff. I like to a riff that whereby it's challenging enough for me to enjoy. All right, so thanks for watching, and I can answer any question. Have fun. Bye.